Okay. Chat. I have a question for you. Okay? How many of you have been in a relationship before that was obviously going to fail or was really bad or toxic of that, but you stayed in it way too long? I want to say yes or no. Yes or no's in the chat. We got a yes. Nope. Yes. Never been in a relationship. Okay, so everybody that's saying yes is the ones that have been in relationships. Everybody that's saying no have never been in relationships. The question is, have you guys ever been in a relationship that you stayed in way too long? Forever alone? Forever alone. Okay, well, funnily enough, the forever alone part is actually going to come up in this story, okay? So, this is what the topic is going to be. Why do furries stay in relationships way too hecking long? And I'm guilty of this. I am hecking guilty of this. But, like, I think we should talk about this. Because, like, I see all the time that furries are in relationships and, like, some fucked up shit has happened. I mean, like, I know this guy, we're not going to drop any names, but they've been in a relationship for, like 4 years with this person, stuff like that, right? And before they got into a relationship with this person cheated on their previous partner to be with them. And then, like, halfway through the being in the relationship, they cheated on their current partner with a different person, only to come back and be like, no, I love you, kind of thing, right? And the person is only just now moving on from them, stuff like that, after all this time, stuff like that. So, like, the question to you, chat, is why do you think furries stay in the relationships for so long, even though they are inherently they're inherently bad for them? Like, when they're obviously bad. You know, Ace, I think you just hit it right on the head. We are lonely and are more forgiving. So, here's the thing about the furry fandom, stuff like that. People who are in the furry fandom, generally, and this is a very big generalization, they are people who have had some hardship in life. Generally, they were either bullied, or they don't have great communication skills. They have some form of a thing that wasn't accepted in their regular life, whether they're LGBT, their artistry, their lifestyle. There's something about them that wasn't generally accepted in normal life. And now this is just a generalization. There's some people that just walk in and be like, yeah, I'm straight, I've been super cool my entire life, and I've never had any hardships, and I'm a furry, which is awesome, because all you need to be a furry is to love anthropomorphic art and stuff like that. But the majority of the people in the fandom are LGBT. They've had some sort of hardship in their life, or they have bad communication skills, some sort of like Asperger's, something like that. There's a lot of things that furries seem to have a higher proportion of in the regular society than the average Joe. So when you go from a point where you've just been like, you've had like hardship for a long period of time, you come to a place that's like really, really accepting and really like healthy for you, so that there's something inside that you want to protect it. You want to stay in it. You don't want to leave it, because like, even though something is bad in it, it's still better than where you were at, right? So when furries actually find love with the furries for the first time, or they get in a relationship with something, they're like, oh my god, I finally have a boyfriend. I finally have a girlfriend. I finally have a significant other. I can finally be close and share these feelings with another person. I've never done this before. And because they've never done this before, they sometimes don't see the red flags off the start of like, what's a red flag. It was something negative versus what's something that's healthy, right? And sometimes they don't even know what's healthy for them either. They might be toxic as shit themselves. And you know, it's a learning experience. You got to grow from that. But yeah, a lot of furries have anxiety. A lot of furries have doubts about like how their self-worth and stuff like that. So when you have somebody that tells you that you're worthy and that you're lovable and stuff like that, and you get with them, all of a sudden you start finding things about that relationship that aren't that good. You're still so invested in that part that you were told that you are valuable, you're worthy, you are lovable, stuff like that you'll stay in those relationships. So yeah, that's why I believe that furries very often suck at breaking up in general. And like, I'll wave to that. I was in a relationship for 10 years I should have ended at year 8. At year 8, I should have ended that stuff because it was going down a bad path. But I was so comfortable with it. I was so happy with it. I was so accepting of that. Hey, I'm at this place. I don't feel like my life can get better than this, stuff like that. That I even though things are getting worse and worse and worse, I'm just like, hey, but it was better than where I was at beforehand, right? Like, this might be shit, but being alone was worse. So I'll stay in the shit because being alone is a lot worse, stuff like that, right? And then when I got out of the shit, I found out, oh, it's a lot better up here. Actually, after breaking up and after getting through the pain, my life's a lot better. So my message to all of you guys that are stuck in a bad relationship right now is that you are worthy and you are lovable, and that there are people out there that will love and love you again, stuff like that. You don't have to feel trapped, okay? You don't have to feel complacent. You don't have to sacrifice yourselves for something just to feel a little bit of good. There is a lot more good out there that you could be getting. So just have some faith in yourself, have some courage, and do the thing that's right for you, all right? Sapphire says, I'm actually the opposite. I prefer to be alone. I also don't care what people think. No offense. Well, Sapphire, I don't know how old you are, but a lot of young furs get that lone wolf mentality earlier on because of their situations. That'll pass with time. You'll actually enjoy having social stuff with people later on. We love you and never let you go. Ah, thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Yeah, I thought I'd mix in some wholesome stuff with my other stories, because like, you gotta have some comedy, you gotta have some wholesome, right? That's basically what my channel is. Some comedy mixed with a little bit wholesome. And if you are part of this channel, which 46% of you are not, get in here. Get your ass in here. Sub. Let's go.